Do you have the freedom of speech? Or is it being censored? The Charter of Rights would have something to say about the law mandating vaccines, but it doesn't. We still find laws requiring public school students to be vaccinated without exemptions. However, that is nothing like mandatory inoculations, nor does it require that our kids carry around documentation containing their private health information around the schools in order to access their classrooms. As of this video, there is no law proposed by any federal, provincial, or territorial government mandating vaccines. There's a lot of speculation around the mandatory vaccine law that never really came to life. One of the main reasons is the violation of the Charter of Rights as a Canadian. Canadians have enough violations of civil liberties to keep them busy, so we should hold back just a little bit on the speculation of what is happening. We also need to watch how we act during these hard times, because to speculate about an unlikely law shows fear. It makes for great talk, great hype, and a lot of media, but it does not advance the truth about vaccines or our constitutional rights. This has not stopped elected or public health officials from speaking out on the topic about the risk of refusing vaccines. We don't know how many people are going to voluntarily take the vaccines. We don't know how many of us need it to achieve what I call the herd immunity. The original stigma of HIV was tragic because of the case studies and the public shaming. We've already seen the damage that's been attached to people who have tested positive for COVID. So those, for various reasons, that are not able to comply with the movement of mass inoculation led by a group of godless people are also facing harsh criticism. So the small majority of people who cannot wear masks have not only been denied services, but have also been demonized. In Newfoundland, Canada, a province that closed its borders to all of Canadians, locals who work out of the province are being shamed and threatened when they return home. Some even suggest that they should not even be allowed to return home to their families, and that if they are, that their families should be isolated with them. This pandemic has highlighted a lot of haves and have-nots. Those most at risk end up being those most likely to face real challenges implementing the recommended public health measures. What we should be doing is to buckle down on how to best achieve public health measures and goals without restricting personal freedoms and personal choice. At the end of the day, there's a fine line between freedom and slavery. A slave is considered by law as a property and deprived of most of the rights ordinarily held by free people. So ask yourself, do you have rights? Do you have the freedom of speech? Or is it being censored? Do you have the freedom to travel? Or is that being slowly taken away from you? Life is full of choices. The choices that we make today will shape our future and the future of our kids. Things don't happen overnight. We are going through a test phase. Call us guinea pigs. If you agree to a certain type of abuse in a relationship, that relationship will not stop. It either stays the same, but in most cases, it will get worse. It took years and years and years to condition us to be able to say yes and not question anything. We've been fed into this materialistic life that has shaped us into a way of me, and not concerned about other people. The downside of that is when you only focus on you and times like this happen, you're not going to be able to lean on a friend or lean on a family member because we're also focused on ourselves. So stop focusing on yourself, start focusing on the people around you, work as a team, and start changing that is wrong into that is right. Do the right thing. That's all I got. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share the video, and God bless. And I'm going to jump in the ocean.